the full specs and measurements on the Simple Glide dual motor, dual battery. Stick around to see it. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today I'm gonna show you the specs and the measurements of the Simple Glide dual motor, dual battery. It has a combined 1,500 watts of power, 30 amp hours of battery at 48 volts. Now, before I get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at Sixthreezero. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right. So this is our Simple Glide dual motor, dual battery. It's linked in the description below if you want to check it out. If you are not familiar already with our Simple Glide models, this is our semi-recumbent E-Trike that is exceedingly comfortable and stable. Our original model has a 750 watt rear mount motor. Now we've come out with our dual motor, dual battery. So you have a 750 watt motor in the rear, 750 watt motor in the front, and 2 batteries in the rear here for a total of 30 amp hours at 48 volts. So now we're still capping the speed at 20 miles an hour. You can get up to about 24, 25, 26 in pedal assist, but you're capped at 20 with the throttle. The huge benefit of the added power is really the uphill climb. So now, if you especially are a heavier rider over 200 pounds, it's gonna make your life a lot easier and simpler. And if you wanna check out a video of me taking this on the road, off-road, it's on our YouTube channel or on the product page as well, which is linked in the description and in the video. All right, so let's get into it. Most of the specs and measurements are going to be the same as the original Simple Glide, but we will go ahead and take all of them. Okay, so from front to rear is 79 inches. Now, one thing I want to point out too is you have the rear basket back here, and I have it towards the back of the mounting position because for taller individuals, they're going to want the seat to slide all the way back. Okay. Now, if you're shorter, you could actually move that seat in or the basket in a little bit to reduce the length and the width. And we want to measure the width from the outside of the nut on the wheel. So the width is 31 inches wide. And one other thing too, let's do the axle to axle length, because if you need to transport it on a rack of some sort, the axle to axle is 51 inches. Now you will also notice up front here that the front half does fold as well. So if you are going to transport it and you need to reduce the length, you can go up here and you just flip this up like so, and then your frame will fold in half, okay? And your pedals actually fold as well. So let me get that to a place where we can fold this, okay? So now, yeah, it's gonna stay like that. Okay, so now you've reduced the total length from the back of the basket to the front down to 56 inches, okay? And again, if you took the basket off, your total length is gonna go down to about 50 inches. So it's gonna reduce it by about 6 inches by removing the basket. And your handlebars can fold down as well. That is an option. Okay, so just fold this back. You click the quick release up, and now that folds into place. And you're all locked back in and ready to go. Okay, now your step over height. Let me go ahead and straighten this out. One other thing too, before I forget, the total weight is 140 pounds. So transporting is something a lot of people talk about. The ideal way to do this would be on a rear rack, hitch rack, where you could lift one wheel in, or lift a wheel in first, then lift the wheel onto the rear wheels onto the rack. That's gonna be the easiest. The batteries each weigh 8 pounds, so you can reduce the weight by 16 pounds, taking it down to 124 total pounds by removing the batteries. So it's definitely not light. All right, so your step over height is 15 inches. And the other thing a lot of people want to know is the height of the seat. So the seat height in the lowest position is 29 inches. Now, the cool thing about the dual motor is now on our 2026, we have the ability to raise and lower the seat. So now truly riders who are 6'3", 6'4" can get proper leg extension on this model by raising the seat up. So let me go ahead and raise it up and show you the measurement in the highest position. Okay, now we have it in the highest position, and you have some quick release knobs, that one on each side. That's how you raise and lower it. And it's 33.5 inches. So you have an additional 4.5 inches that you can bring the seat up to get better extension. So I'm gonna loosen these now, and I'll show you how I bring it back down. And if you're not familiar, also on this new model, we have the suspension in the rear here, which works actually incredible. If you can see it all right there, when I press here, this part pinches down a little bit. Again, check out my video off-roading. It is like so cushy. You don't feel any of the bumps because it's going up and down as you're riding over the off-road terrain. Okay, so another thing too to point out is you will be able to install an upgraded seat that can fold down flat. You can see that on some other models we did. That's going to allow you to get a lower height if you want to transport. But right now, to the top of the seat, this seat is 54 inches. So this is connected with 4 bolts. So if you did want to transport in the back of an SUV, you would need 54 inches of clearance if you were to leave the seat on. All right. The other thing, let me measure the seat for you. So the seat width is 18 inches side to side and 14.5 inches front to back. The backrest comes up 24 inches and is 17 inches wide. To the inside of the armrests is 17.5 inches, and to the outside is 23. Now you always have the option of raising the armrests up if you don't want to have those on your rides. Also, just to point out, don't forget, we have a footrest down here that you can flip down if you want to take a break from pedaling. And the footrest is 10 inches wide by 10 inches long. And this is really if you just want to kind of change feet position. Again, take a break from have your feet on the pedals. Now, it's actually comfortable to have your feet on the pedals, but if you're going for long rides, sometimes it's nice to just change position. All right, so with the seat all the way forward, the front of the seat to the stem here is 15 inches. And with the seat all the way back from the stem to the front is 19.5 inches. So 4.5 inches of play right there. And your handlebars can go up and down easily with a quick release. And from the bottom of the stem to the ground is 39.5 inches. And all the way at the top you can get the stem up to 43 inches. So 3.5 inches of play right there. Your handlebar width on these is 21 inches, and the rise here is 8. Now, the other thing too with this model is you have the ability to adjust the tilt without any tools. So I'm just gonna lower that. There's a lever here, you can press that, and now you have full play in the positioning of your heddles. So shorter individuals, you can bring them closer to your body. If you're taller, you can bring it farther away. So there's a lot of customization you can do without using any tools at all. Raising and lowering your seat, raising and lowering the stem, and adjusting the tilt of your handlebars. Okay, from the ground to the bottom of the frame is 11 inches. And from the ground to the chain right here is 7 inches. I know people wonder about that as well. I've ridden this off-road, lots of different terrains, and I've never had issues with that contacting the ground. Also, the rear tires are 20-inch by 4-inch, and the front tire is 16-inch by 4-inch. That smaller wheel just makes it a little bit easier to steer and more nimble. Your front basket is 13 inches wide by 11 inches front to back and 10 inches deep. And your rear basket is 17 3/4 inches wide by 14 inches front to back and 10 inches deep. So you have some nice cargo space on the back there. Also, I don't know if you can see, you do have a hitch mounted area here. We actually have the hitch ball installed, and we do have attachments that you can put on here. You can attach a trailer or an additional seat. You can find those on our website. Okay, what else can I measure? I believe that's it. If there's anything else you want to see, any measurements or anything like that, you can always comment below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, the Simple Glide dual motor is linked in the description if you want to check it out. Also, we offer a 30-day test ride your E-Trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. We're also going to warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. And in addition to that, if you want to come out for a test ride, we're in San Clemente, California at 1046 Calle, Recodo, Unit K. Come test ride any of our E-Trikes before you purchase to ensure you're making the right choice. Also, join our community before you purchase. We have a Facebook group called Sixthreezero Peddlers. There's thousands of members in the group. Join before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download the app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.